when a book comes to you, what's the process for you guys in getting it out to the public? Do you guys go to printing first? Do you guys set up distribution through Diamond, or do you guys go to what's the process like for you guys?
Sure. So we are a bit unique in that we do self-distribution. So we don't go through Diamond at all. And that can be a whole podcast unto itself. But Diamond can be sometimes challenging financially and logistically for smaller publishers. So we self-distribute on our own. We work with booksellers, Barnes & Noble. We work with other distributors. We work with local and national comic book shops as well as international. But we really just pound the pavement in getting it out there. We also go through Comixology for digital distribution. And we go to a ton of conventions throughout the year.
What do you think is the best way where people kind of like pick up your book? What do you feel like has been the most effective way for people, as someone who's like a smaller publisher, for people to find out about your work?
Sure. I think we've had the greatest impact, especially the first part of our publishing years through conventions. I think that people would see us over and over again, not only at the same conventions, but then larger and more national conventions. And so I think that after a time of, you gain a trust of people of like, oh, okay, they're not just doing one book and they're gone. You know, they're here and solidified in being a publisher. So I think you gain that trust. And then over time, I think word spread, especially with Quince, which I mentioned, once we gained greater recognition through awards nationally and internationally, that was a really big boon for us in business.
So you just mentioned Quince.
Yes.
And Quince is one of my favorite books by you guys.
Thank you.
It is such like a heartfelt story of this girl who gets superpowers on her 15th birthday.
Exactly, yes.
And it's kind of a coming-of-age story in a quinceañera kind of way. And it's done in a really like grounded, human way, where it's kind of, a very realistic, down-to-earth kind of superhero book. What was the process like in getting that book to happen?
Sure. So Sebastian Kedlecek, who is the creator from Penguins vs. Possums, brought the idea to us. And I think that by the time that he had sent us the very first issue that was completed. And he said, loved working with you. What do you think? And I was floored by it, immediately sent it to Bryant and said, please look at this. And we loved it and said yes. So, and he introduced us to Kit and Emma Steinkellner, who were respectively the writer and illustrator. And they were so super talented. And it was such a wonderfully collaborative process that it was so fun to work with each of them throughout the entire process. It was 15 issues total, and keeping with the Quince theme. And then we worked with a translator because we had all of the issues translated to Spanish. Valeria was so instrumental in the success of the book, and we couldn't be more grateful for it. Yeah.
I mean, there's something so cool. First of all, the art in it is absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
I mean, it came out so perfectly.
Yeah.
And it kind of has a very Disney feel to it. And it's just told in a way that kind of is so true to their culture, like to Hispanic culture, and kind of getting to see the importance of family. And it flows so well.